Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Today we are talking about the biggest flaw in Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Just in the way that the game is designed, this one way is just frustrating and demotivating and needs to be changed. Otherwise, I think it's going to impact on the the quality of playing this game going forward. So, first of all, I'm going to see what this is. Hopefully a Luna or a Neville Longbottom or Snitch. You know, I do need Snitches. I found 2 Lunas today. So we're also going to be doing a little progress check as well. So I've made massive advances in the past couple of weeks. I think it's been like 2 weeks since I last did a progress report. But I am setting myself up for Fan Festival, and this is just a couple of tips for anybody else going of what you want to try and get done before you go into it, and I'll explain the reasons once I catch this goddamn Snitch. Oh my god, that felt like that was close, pretty darn close to Masterful. Yeah, we got it. Snitch, obviously like the more common high foundable. 4 out of 24 because of prestige to that page. So first of all, I want to talk about the biggest flaw in this game, and that is Runestones and leveling up and prestiging. All many different things, but so here we have a golden framed page of in my registry for Dark Arts. This is my most advanced section and will likely be the one that I finish first. Probably because I live near a town centre where it basically is a spawn point for, there's a nest for Dark Arts. So it means I come into contact with these a lot more frequently than some of the other ones. Now, this page does not require you to have any runestones, nor does the first tier, or third tier page actually they call it, pages on any of the registry, because yeah, the pumpkin patch is the third tier. So what I mean by third tier is the easiest one. Second tier is the second easiest to complete, so this one. And then first tier usually has a more severe, difficult foundables to encounter and find. So you're probably going to get also Emergency McGonagall in that one. Forks. Is there a higher than severe? I think it's unexplained activity. Emergency. Yeah, emergency, sorry. Emergency is the hardest, and they will be on the tier 1 pages, the hardest to complete. Now, when we are going to be playing this game to complete these 2 other pages, we're going to need to battle in fortresses, therefore we're going to need runestones, and a hell of a lot of them. So, at the moment, barring Magical Games of Sports, which has 4 possible drops from fortresses, we have 3 from every single page that require at this point 15 to complete each page. Now that requires, if you had a 100% drop rate for runestones, that would be 45 goes, or not necessarily though, because I do believe just through playing that in every single one there is one that is slightly more rare. So for example, in Forbidden Forest it was the winged horse, Abraxan winged horse. For Nocturne Alley it's the Magic is Might statue. For Hogwarts School, more difficult one is the Owl Lectern. These seem to have a slightly less drop rate. It may just be by chance that that's happening, so really we would love to hear from you guys to see if that's the same for you when you're battling fortresses. But as I said, even if you got 45 runestones with a 100% drop rate, which I believe you'd probably only get at completing level 5 Dark Chamber, so level 20 of fortresses, you're not gonna get all 45 that you need in that order. So I now have 40 completed for Care of Magical Creatures. However, I now need to get 5 fragments from Abraxans, and it's still 1 in 3 odds on those drops that I do get, and I'm probably gonna have to go through another 15, maybe even like 20, 25 before I get my Abraxan Winged Horse if I was battling at 100%. Now, practically, in terms of time, you're only really going to be able to do that around, you know, the first couple of chambers to rinse through a ton of runestones. Otherwise, it will take you ages. And by doing that, you will get a drop rate of about 50%. Now, that means it's double the amount of runestones now that you have to use. So even if it was 45 or 100%, it's probably not. It's going to be 90 at 50% now that you're going to have to use. And it's not even going to be 90. It might be 120 just to complete the first page. Just to complete the first page. And if you're waiting on prestiging, you will have to wait. So, is there a page? I think there's a page where I'm now complete on. No, it'll be on Borgin and Burks. So let's say I get all my Tom Riddles and my Percival Graves, and I want to prestige because I don't want to keep getting any more and adding to that page. I'm gonna have to, let's say if I don't get any Swooping Evils comparatively, I'm gonna have to battle out those fortresses to get those final couple of fragments, and probably get duplicate fragments from the fortress battles. So really, we're looking at 120 runestones per page, per registry family. That's a lot. And considering that you get one for every time you rank up, that is still not a lot. I believe there's a max rank cap as well at 64, and I'm not sure if you actually get any more after that, but I'm pretty certain that you don't. I think it stops at 64, like it definitely does for the events. If it does, then okay, you can still obviously keep grinding. But to get you there, what you are going to be needing is the ability to get more family XP from Foundables. And that's what you get when you start. So first of all, you tend to get what is about +2 from these Foundables, then +3, then +4 for Silver page, +5 for Gold page. And then once you've completed, you get +10, right? No, just +1. For every Foundable that you have once you've completed your registry and you are in the gold, and I've completed one stage, so once I've got 50 Magic Moste, Evil, paid books, and Vanishing Cabinets and all that, after that, when I get fragments, I will get +1 family XP for every single one that I find, meaning I'm going to have to encounter 100 to be able to get enough family XP for one runestone. I'm going to need 2 runestones, so I'm going to need to encounter 200 to be able to have a good chance at getting one fragment. It might just be a duplicate. This is a massive flaw because it gives no incentive for us to actually get our golden page completed, and it doesn't reward us for having that page complete. Yes, we get a nice gold banner, and that's cool, and once it's complete you get that kind of satisfaction that we get with the events of knowing you have something that is fully complete. However, that satisfaction isn't as satisfying when you don't get also an added reward. Now if you had, unlocked some special items, that would be cool. I'd be cool about that. If it was that you unlocked, which I think the game should have been done, is every time you level up a tier page, you get Foundables added that you can take AR shots of. So taking Magizoology, Niffler and Murtlap, it would be great to see if at silver level I unlock a baby Niffler. On the golden page, once I completed that, I unlock a Graphorn to do AR shots. This is how the game should be designed, because it takes away any reward for endgame. And I think once somebody's got to that point where they're complete, and you keep getting Foundables and you're getting +1 for every single one, it will be frustrating as hell, and it will push you to buy 40 bags of papers and runestones over that, because 4 days and you can get 40 coins that you can then spend on your bag of runestones, and you got 10, so it's going to be like way quicker than grinding out 100 encounters. So for me, that is a massive flaw in the game, and one that needs to be fixed by Niantic. So please change that. It's early days, This is obviously something that they may not have had had thought about, but let me know in the comment section if you agree with me on this. Do you think we need to see a change? Do we need to contact them and inform them that a change would be really good to have in the game? I think they've listened to us in sport. I might put it forward. I know one of the YouTubers works with, it just liaises sometimes with phases. It might be worth mentioning. They've asked us if we bring up any points, she'll put them to him every couple of weeks or so. So I will definitely do that on my end. Advise that. Now let's get into something a little bit more happy, and that is progress and preparing for Indianapolis Fan Festival, Wizards Unite. Cannot wait. It is only 11 days until the first day of it. 11 days, or is it 10 days? So it is 7, 8, 9, 10 days until I fly away into New York. Then wait there for 2 hours before flying into Indiana. Get there Friday at 6 p.m. American time, Indiana time. And we'll probably, after the long flight, actually, it might be worth just doing some walking and getting up and being active a little bit before going to sleep. Otherwise, I like to sleep on the plane. I'll need to be careful about 12-hour journey, not doing a lot for sitting still. But Friday night, I kind of want to get I'll obviously say hi to the guys because I'm staying with some YouTubers, and I'm sure we'll do something before bed. But then I want to get 10 o'clock. I want to be up, ready, alert, feeling fresh for the very first day of Fan Festival. So I will be doing that, and then obviously I will be recording some of that footage to show you guys when I get back. Now, if you want to prepare for it, this is how. Because what's going to happen is we're going to have loads of people all together, and this is where the true essence of the game comes strong, is that dark detectors are really expensive and don't have a great drop rate for the expense on your own. But when you Wizards Unite and you start dropping dark detectors ×3 everywhere, then things get really good. It means that you're going to see a lot of emergency severe encounters in one day, and I am expecting that I will, by the end of first day, second day at least, will have prestiged some of these more difficult tier 2 pages, and even possibly some of my tier 1 pages. And we're not too far away. 10 Tom Riddles isn't too much of an ask when we've got people dropping them everywhere, and people also being like, Dumbledore's over here. I think having that will mean that we're probably going to see a lot of good spawns. So here's what you want to do. Being that a lot of these fortress fragments are going to be things that you're going to need to have found to prestige the page. You don't want to get all your Tom Riddle and Percival Graves and then have to go to a fortress and then grind out a ton of fragments, which will take ages, and therefore take time away from being able to get some of these emergency encounters. You want to have them ready to prestige and have these maxed out. So that's what I've been working on doing for every single family in my registry. I've been trying to get all my fragments from fortresses. So I have got my who was it on this? The Puffskein, and I have got 2 on this, Hagrid's Hut, which just means it leaves the Braxton winged horse left. I've left one of the harder ones just because I figured I'd do them last, because I wanted to prioritize getting at least tier 2 pages ready. Dark Arts, we have got Nocturne Alley completed, so again tier 2 page ready for prestiging if we get more Swooping Evils in bios. Swooping Evil. If we've got them, and again tier 1 page not completely ready. Hogwarts School, I had a run of 8 Runestones, and I was working on it. I think Owl Lectern is the rarer one here, but I've got a ton of House Hourglasses, so only 5 on pretty much 5 3 on each of those ones, and some ALOT turns to get, and that will be complete. Legend of Hogwarts, I am now working on that. I've been working on that today. Got 11 out of 15 chess pieces, 8 out of 15 the flying key seems to be the rarer one there, and potion, advanced Half-Blood Prince's copy of advanced potion making is 14 and 15. Ministry of Magic is probably the best progress I've made. Ministry of Magic is one of the only ones that you can realistically prestige at tier 2 without any trouble. Actually, no, it would technically be, yes, it would be the higher tier, because yeah, so we've got two highs and 1 medium, I believe. So I've already prestiged Courtroom 10, which is ready for just getting some of those encounters. I have also got my Fountain of Magical Brethren, so that's going to be ready if I get a ton of Tank of Brains and Veils. Magizoology is looking alright. This is probably one of my better ones. I have all my Alchemies and all my Thunderbirds, and I just need 1 Murtlap, so that's looking really good. That's almost finished. Magical Games of Sports I've been working on, and again it's one of those ones that you can prestige one of your pages slightly easily. It's kind of similar to the one with Fire Ends, but just because I've got a ton of runs allowed me to get that. 33 though, 33 runs to be able to level up the next page. That should be easy to get everything other than the Quidditch pitch stands, but I've stopped now on Magic and Games of Sports. Maybe I'm not going to stop because I need to get Quidditch Through the Ages books, but I've now got my Gryffindor Quidditch banner complete, Triwizard Cup complete, so that's going to be one that's going to left till last as well. Then we have Mysterious Artifacts, where I have made very little progress to it. Probably the one that I haven't actually done any of other than 1 battle. Cursed Opal Necklace I've got, Hagrid's Motorbike is to be found, and Sword of Gryffindor. I have 6 out of 15 fragments for that. Wonders of the Wizarding World, I now have, this is again like the Ministry of Magic, we have 1 page that is fairly easy to level up. So we have the Hogwarts Express and the Platform 9 3/4 sign. These can be found in fortresses, and the rest are either medium and 2 high fragments from the Mandrake and Foeglass. So that tier 2 page is leveled up, and the tier 1 page we just need to get a couple of night buses. So again, as you can see, the kind of theme on all of these now is looking like I just need to do a couple more just to get those added ones on the tier 1 pages, with only really not in Magical Games of Sports. The only really Mysterious Artifacts is the one I've done absolutely no work on, and Legends of Hogwarts and Hogwarts School are pretty much half done for both of those. So I'm going to have to put some work into that, but with 10 days to spare, I'm hoping that I should be able to do that. At the moment, I think I'm just going to make the task 1 a day. So if we do that today, I'll probably do a little bit more work on one of these areas. Then tomorrow, yeah, easily can fit that in. Wednesday, Thursday I'll do one when I get to work. Friday will be a big day for doing it. Saturday, Sunday, Monday is a bank holiday here, so I'm easily going to do that. Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we got Thursday coming before. Yeah, that'll be just getting ready for Wizards Unite Fan Festival. And as you can see, a lot of my tier 3 pages are now at silver. Well, in fact, all of them are now at silver. Just got the final Ginny that I needed to level that up. That was the one that was last. I definitely recommend prioritizing your Legends of Hogwarts if you can when you see them on the screen, because these are the rarer. They're not as easy to find as some of the others I've found. But yeah, I'm making good steps towards gold on some of these as well. Niffler is making, my Magizoology is making good progress. So I reckon they're going to be finished if we kind of like double up on the time that we spent on it. 2 months is it already? They should be finished after them. But like I say, after that I want to see some reward for us for getting it prestiged in some form, other than just having it complete. We'll see. We'll find out. If you're trying to complete your challenges, though, you definitely get used, grinding out these new brilliant events with a 40 level up to rank. You only need 40 family XP to rank up now, and that means you can get a lot of runestones from it. So you can get 19. So I've got 19 at rank 19, and it means I'm making good progress also taking down some of these runestones with my challenges. Books now completed, books 2 now completed, and books 3 just waiting on 4 more Life and Lies of Albus Dumbledore to complete that before I can prestige that page. And then I'm going to be making start on some of these joke products, which are already all in bronze. It's just going to take a lot longer. Make sure you save those higher runestones for some of these challenges later on, because you're going to need them. Otherwise you need that 200% bonus. It's going to help you complete them a hell of a lot quicker. But yeah, these are going to take a long time to grind out. Better done with our teammates, I think. Okay, and I think that's pretty much everything. I've completed this event in pretty quick time. Got some port keys to open. I suppose we could do that. Should we do a live port key opening for the end? Oh no, we're not gonna, because it's the event. They're all 3Ks, and that'll probably take me a good 15 minutes. so sadly not. But hopefully I'll get some good XP from that. If I get a really good XP, I'll record it and I'll show you and I'll put it on the end. If you don't see anything, I didn't get nothing. Okay, that's all for this one. Hopefully you found it enjoyable. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content and information. That is all from me. See you guys soon.